How did this page go to 40,000 followers with over 500,000 likes and in a short time period as well? Does this generate them money? And if so, how much? I'll be answering all of these questions and teaching you how to replicate something similar to this. So to answer the first question, we have to see what they post and what they did to be able to grow this big.
What would happen if all the Nordic countries, Sweden, Finland, Norway, Denmark, and Iceland, united into a single nation named Scandia?
There's quite a bit to dissect. After watching this, I can answer the second question. Yes, this will generate money if they're in the partner program. It's original content that extends the 1 minute mark. Very important to get monetized. Now, on how much money they make depends on their RPM. Usually it's $1 per 1,000 views. This one has 800,000 views. That's $800. Quick math. A week's paycheck for under 1 hour's work. Now that's actually crazy. If you haven't caught on yet, they post what would happen if, then whatever it is. I mean, it's in the name. Although this is a unique and engaging topic idea, it's not the only thing carrying the ship afloat. As you can see, there are many other replica accounts trying to do the same thing. The keyword, trying. They are not performing nearly as good. Why? Because their videos just aren't edited as well as theirs. Avoid this big mistake by learning how to put together a basic yet very engaging video like this. Let's overview how they structure their TikToks and how we can do the same. There's quite a bit, so let's start with finding the topic. To get a what if situation, we are going to use chat. Just kidding. Unless you want your TikToks to sound like it was written by someone with no soul, then do this method instead. The method is to go to a subreddit called History What Ifs. It's a gold mine we need for our TikToks. Pick a good topic and tell Gemini, a Google version of ChatGPT, to make a fictional story about it. If you don't specify it's a fictional story, it will just straight up reject it because it's gory and inappropriate. I asked it to answer all the interesting questions that would come up if this situation were to happen. You don't have to be a history genius to do this, just put a little work in and do a bit of research. No more than 5 minutes of research will do you good. If yours comes back as long as mine did, then just ask it to shorten it or shorten it yourself. For the audio, we're going to use 11 Labs. Paste in what you wrote. Doesn't really matter what voice you choose. Adam is a more common one, so I'll be going with that since it's more popular. Now for the images, you can tell that most of these images are high quality AI rendered. You're not finding any stock images that look anything like this. If you want to get similar images like this, then head over to an AI image generator. Obviously, generate images that go with the story you chose. I use Midjourney because I can generate as many images as I want. The free alternative is Leonardo AI, but you can only generate a handful of images. Don't worry now, there's still a free tool you should use. It's called Pixverse.ai. It's used to make AI generate videos, but it can still make high quality realistic images. All you gotta do is screenshot it. And if you want, it could be better to use so it's not just a static image. I use a combination of both Midjourney and Pixverse. If you want to learn more about this tool, I talked about it in a previous video, so go check that out. Just try to make as many scenes as possible so the viewer has something new to look at every few seconds to keep that retention. Editing. For this part, we're going to be utilizing an easy to use editing software called CapCut. These TikToks aren't just simple Reddit stories or podcast clips with gameplay at the bottom. They're pretty edited. So we gotta get our hands dirty here. Start by adding the audio to the timeline, then add your image to their corresponding spots. Then use the auto caption feature CapCut has and fix it up a little bit if there's any mistakes. If you're willing to do a bit of extra work to make the subtitles better, but don't want to spend any money on the services, then what you can do is add a green screen overlay on top of the scenes, so it's just only green. Go to captions and choose the pro only subtitle effects. Whip out OBS and screen record that thing. Be sure to hide all the other layers so the playback is as smooth as possible. Import what you just screen recorded and key out the green screen. Easy. You just got yourself free subtitles. Then to make the images pop more, we're going to be saturating them a little bit. And CapCut actually has some pretty neat visual effects you can add, like rain, fog, and smoke, to give the images more life. Then we're going to add a sort of blur effect in the background. To do this, start by duplicating the image and adding a blur. Then mask it so it reveals the original image, and it will give us a good looking field of view blur effect. Do these for all the images. Makes it more crispy. Then add this animation to each image. The final result should look something like this if done right.
The year is 1945, but the specter of destruction hangs heavy over a different city. It is Berlin, not Hiroshima, that feels the searing heat of the first atomic bomb.
I had to add the music during post due to copyright. With this quality of TikTok, you be sure to grow as fast, if not faster, than this account, especially if you're consistent. I hope this video brought you value. If it did, please like it, and I'll see you guys next time. That's it.